Oh, thank you for recording that. We missed the start again. Um, but we've seen something that's in pre-launch that it has everyone's attention, and I think everyone can agree that people need extra income. And the reason why we're here is, it's leveraged income.
What?
Uh,
Did you write it? Yeah. I'm
I can hear someone. That's okay. All right. So yeah, we just wanted to run through some of the questions that are coming up and just help you get a clearer mind on this because a confused mind, it you just won't get into action. If you There's a lot of people here that are like, what do I send? What do I even say? What is this about? Because if people aren't plugged in to the calls, they are missing out on the information. And like I said, the calls are at strange times. So very overwhelmed. Yes. So I've said to a few of the ladies over the last few days, what we need to do is we need to slow down to go fast because this is what I did over the last few days. I have created us a pin post in our group with all the information, and I'm going to work on optimizing that with just the key points. I'm like, if we can just get all the information in front of us and get clear in our mind what we're doing, then we can go fast. Because if someone sends you a message, I don't know, anyone let me know if you're like really excited about this and you've been on the calls and you're like, you can see that this is an opportunity, but you've been on one of the calls and then you've put a post out there and then someone says, I'm interested. And you're like, what do I send? How do I actually I know I'm excited. I know this is a really cool thing. I know this is at the start, and some of the products are like really cool, but I actually don't even know what to send to people. So I want to help you get really clear on that today. And so you've got everything set out. So when you start doing attraction marketing, or I know some of the ladies on here are doing TikToks. Who's doing TikTok? Because I know some of you are, yep, you're getting
Gail's doing TikTok. Can
Gail and
I
Judy.
interrupt you, Hayley, and
Yes,
ask Gail if
please.
she could share her story? What was it, Gail? Do you mind sharing your story about the little surprise you had from TikTok?
No, I can do that.
Oh,
Um, yeah, I got two people that I don't even know from TikTok, and I still don't know who they are. I have emailed them and told them I hope I wasn't infringing on their privacy because I used their email from the back office of Pro Finance. Yeah, but it was a surprise. Kerrie messaged me to say you have two people, and I went, "What? How?" And anyway, so I logged in, and I had two people there. So people are watching. I think people are watching. So you just got to be persistent and yeah, and patient because yeah, like, and that's, there's a lot of things on TikTok. And if you're on TikTok, you'll know they say the most supportive people on TikTok aren't your family and friends. Not one of my, well, two of my friends have actually asked me about it. But yeah, there's nothing happening in your family and friends world. So just, yeah, just be patient and persistent and people are watching. Even if you only
oh.
get 200 views, how many people do you normally talk to in a day? Like, probably for me, not many, but five, maybe five people if you're not in a family. And so 200 people seeing you is amazing.
I love that, Gail. And I'm going to touch on this soon. Gail's been on there just sharing her story about why she's doing this business, the storytelling. And people are like, I want to do what Gail's doing. I'm joining Gail. And I think it's so powerful. We've got some really cool people that are coming into this business, and we've all got our own unique stories as why we want to do this. So I just want to, so yeah, what to send. Sorry, I'm just on a call. Eden's going, hi. So
I
what
just
to
wanted to
send?
add too, Gail is just new to TikTok and new to network marketing, complete beginner. So the fact that she got two agents and just from sharing and being consistent, I'm just so excited for where this journey is taking you, Gail.
Kerrie's your biggest cheerleader. I love it. Um, so so I want to help everyone get clear on what to send and the process because if I go back to when I first started network marketing 12 years ago, and I've never honestly seen a company or a culture create the same I guess, momentum that we did with that first Facebook group. And I feel like I always want to go back there. We had a Facebook group with this network marketing company, and everyone was loving the product so much. They were loving the transformation. They were loving the income, what it was doing for their family, and people were just posting in there every day. It was just a hub of everyone's stories, and you could literally put a new person, a new lead into that group, and they would convert like that because they'll be everyone was just so active, and they're like, I want what she's having. I want what she's having. So I feel like I want to recreate that exact thing. So, and for new people who come into this, especially while they're in pre-launch, I want a very simple system. Add someone to the Facebook group, tag them in the pin post, start here. I am going to cut that, I'm going to optimize that pin post as much as I can. So I need all of you to come to me. If you find something that is absolutely gold that you think people need to hear or should be on that pin post and it's not on there, please message me. Use the group chat. Go, Hayley, Kerrie, we need to add this to the pin post, because as all our new marketing materials come out over the next week, the next 2 weeks, as it evolves, we just want to keep optimizing it. But we want to keep the system very simple, how we bring people in, how we nurture them, we give them the information. Because let's face it, not everyone's going to be able to get on all the calls, because there is a lot. You know, Jeff's doing opportunity calls every day. Josh and Jeff are doing like training calls every day. Mike and Ricardo are doing like there's a lot. So people will get overwhelmed. We want to be able to move people into the information, into the excitement as quick as we can. Obviously, it is important to plug in, but I think as a team, if we can just share the most valuable videos that we think will actually help them to plug in to get the bigger picture, that'll be helpful. So in the pin post the other night, it was late. I'm going to redo them, but I did do 2 videos. I did a video on placement, and I did a video on creating a beacon store. So I have, it doesn't have to be a beacon store, but I have, you know, who's heard of Beacon Store? Because I know a lot of people haven't heard of Beacon Store, but like Linktree or Stand Store, it can be anything. Anything, if you've already got like a link that you're familiar with, it doesn't have to be a Beacon Store, just something. It could be a Google document. It could be a Google document, right? It could even just be a text that you've put in your notes with the most valuable information that you want your new person to plug into, and you send them that. And so this is what I want to help everyone get clear with. You could take your beacon store, you could take, what you're sending people, you could run it through ChatGPT. This is what I did the other day. I run my beacon store through ChatGPT, and I said, I've got a new post that I've just put out. I've got heaps of people to follow up with. Can you please write me a really short, punchy message to go with my store? And it, I optimized it a little bit, and then that's what I was sending off with my beacon store. And I've actually pre-framed it. So I've said to people, look, keep going back to my beacon store. We are in pre-launch right now. We have new marketing materials coming out this week. It's evolving all the time. Keep checking back to that, because I'll just keep optimizing that link rather than going back and having to send them a whole new link or a whole new video or anything like that. As we know, over the last few weeks, we've had promotional videos, and now they're not on YouTube because things have changed. So I've got a 2-year-old in here going through, you want any money? She wants money. She's obsessed with money right now. Here you go. Silver coin. There you go. Worth about $50. Working with kids. And this is why, I work from home, because I can work around my kids. Go show Eden. And I got off track. So, but anyway, I just want everyone to be, if we can just help you guys get clear on what to send, what to share, you can grab my beacon store. My beacon store, I've put it on my profile. So anyone can go and refer to it anytime. Like if you're busy, look, I know so many of you have different businesses. Some of you are in other companies. You can't open it. No, you're not supposed to open it. 1 minute. I'm just gonna, Kerrie, just want to have a bit of a chat and I'll sort this child.
Absolutely. So, I also wanted to let you know the reason why we chose Beacon Store is because you can set it up like a website, so you can put products on there and you can sell products. It's not just links for people to join. It's also free, so you don't have to do a monthly subscription if you don't want to, like Stan Store. So it just means that when someone does buy a product off you, if you're putting, I don't know, say digital products on there, it just means that Beacon will take a bit more of a commission off your sales. But to be honest, I'm loving Beacon Store. It's so fun and super easy. But like I said, reach out to Hayley and I if you need help or want to get started. No, it's not a problem at all.
Love it. Thank you. And yeah, I did do, it was late the other night, but I did do a quick training on it. One thing I wish, not everyone's going to be at this level. You might just want to message people one-on-one in Messenger or whatever. But one thing I learned very early in network marketing, yeah, it's like a link tree, Gail. So you can use link tree if you're familiar with that, and you don't want to like learn how to set up a new software because sometimes they can take a moment to get used to it. One thing I learned very early in network marketing, it was before ClickFunnels was even a thing. Like ClickFunnels was not even around. This is 12 years ago. One thing, going back to this first network marketing company that I did, she did teach about creating Facebook pages for lead generation. And I know I don't, Serena's not on this call because I know she's at work, but I remember there was myself, there was Serena, there was a few of us, and we absolutely killed it in that network marketing business, getting leads from Facebook. This was back when you could boost a post on Facebook. I remember having to turn it off because I had too many leads. But one thing my upline did say to me was build an email list. And I was literally copying and pasting. I was copying and pasting emails into spreadsheets. It was wild. So one thing that I do like about Beacons, I did upgrade so I can send emails. I wish I had have done this 6 weeks ago. I did this in the training. I wish I had have started collecting email addresses 6 weeks ago. So now I'm going back and I'm following up with people and I'm like, look, we are in pre-launch. We are putting in a lot of people into this business, and it's going to be hard for me to go back and share this with you one-on-one. So if you want to stay subscribe. Like it's just a simple subscription on Beacons and Linktree and Standstore. They've all got similar features. So if we want to build this long term, I just encourage you to going back to slowing down to go fast. Okay, just slowing down, take the time to set up your one link with all the important information on it. And then we can keep optimizing that. So when it comes to what do I send, you just send this. I've got the group on there. I've actually, as this gets crazy, we might forget to pin people, to tag people in the pin post. So when I've put my group, the group link there, I've actually put the pin post link there and it's like start here. So they're going to go straight to that. They're going to get approved to the group and it's like start here and they're going to know. And then they can bring in their people because people are just going to be excited. Um, Before the changes, I had quite a few that were interested in the streaming now that it's been changed. The streaming is still coming. So we still do have streaming and I'll talk about the dates. I feel like a lot of us do need clarity. We are waiting for more information about the streaming. My understanding is it's going to be live TV. And a lot of people are like, well, why would people pay that much for live TV? This is global, and there are people around the world that spend a lot of money on live TV. So I think it's going to save people a lot of money. And they're looking at putting in international sports and all of that. I know Josh said the other day it's going to be better than he initially thought with what they can actually add to it. But, we're just, we don't have the nuts and bolts of it right now. Yeah, you need your footy. I love that. But the thing is, Netflix and all that, if we refer it, we don't get paid. So if we refer this, I know they're going to they're like, we don't want to compete with Hulu and Netflix and Stan and, all of those. So if you refer people, we are actually going to pay you so you can actually have your subscriptions paid for so you can keep your Netflix for your movies and all of that. So, but yeah, I just am, the streaming got me excited because of the simplicity of it, right? And then, I do understand that they've added on all these new products, which is a little bit overwhelming. And this is where I want to go back to my notes of what I was um, talking to Kerrie about just before. People will join this just for the compensation plan. The fact that this is a matrix compensation plan, it is very appealing to people that this is unlimited, like unlimited volume. That is huge. I was just saying to Kerrie earlier, because Kerrie's new to network marketing, and I love sometimes when I talk about comp plans and different things, she's like, "Oh, I didn't even know that. I just assumed that she knows this." But all the companies that I have done, I love to geek out on comp plans. Like, how can people maximize this? And what has me really excited, aside from some of the products, is the compensation plan. People will join this just to leverage that. So learning the other day that this is a hybrid matrix compensation plan. So right now we're just bringing in agents. This is how I just want us to think about it at a very simple level. We are just bringing in agents, and Josh and the team are putting in products into the back office that are going to save people money or are going to make people money, and they're everyday products that are recession proof. That was my aha moment this past week. It's taken some time to process it, but when he said that, I'm like, that is the selling point to me. They're putting in, like, if we go through a recession, and we will, because if you know about wealth cycles, it's all manipulated and planned, and they put through, it's about every 10 to 12 years, right? It's just a wealth cycle. So we will go through more recessions. So the way I look at it, they're putting in products that people are not going to switch off, that people keep. If you go into lockdown, are you going to keep your TV? You're going to keep your TV. Maybe travel will be out. Okay. Maybe the travel incentives won't be as much of a thing. Are people going to keep their internet and their phone lines? Yes. Are people in the US, they still need to look after their health? Yes. Are they bringing out other products for international? Yes. There will, I feel like there's a lot that we don't know, but now I'm understanding Josh's train of thought about bringing out products and services that people can really benefit from. If you're getting paid to use them, no one's going anywhere. No one's switching this off. And then we go back to leveraging the comp plan. So the hybrid model had, oh, and then we've got the trading. The trading has just been added in for international. Who's excited about printing money? I'm excited about printing money. I know, like, I've come from a background the last few years, very much getting into crypto and gold and silver, and I moved into digital products. People love passive income. I have so many people say to me, "Oh, do I have to, is this passive?" And it's like, you've still got to do some team building and whatnot. I believe if we put in the work now, it could really set us up. But now we can say, yes, we actually have passive income with the trading when that launches. That one product is going to absolutely blow up this comp plan. I know it. So what does hybrid comp plan mean? We just, very simple. We're just bringing in agents into this. Then when they come in, they might align with some products, they might not align with other products, right? They can pick and choose. But if, say, I have Kerrie, say Kerrie's in the US, all right? Say Kerrie, she was really excited. She come in for the streaming. Okay, she loves to watch TV. But once she got in here, she's like, oh, I'm actually paying like $400 a month for my healthcare. I can swap that over. And then she goes, oh, I can actually save money on my mobile and internet. I'm gonna change that over. And then Kerrie wants to print money. That's 4 products. She's gonna have 4 points rather than, I've just brought in one person into, when you look at the compensation plan, each person is 1, but as they add on more products, they get 2 points and 3 points and 4 points. So that means it's going to take you less people to rank up as they add on more products. I have never seen this personally in my, in network marketing. I don't know if anyone else has. Um, so that excites me. When it comes to $1 million a month, which sounds like it's so unachievable to even think about earning that sort of money, it's only 150,000 people. But if people come on for multiple products, that could be less. So, and we are in a pre-launch. So that's the vision that I'm holding. I think this will be a company that will go viral. And I know it's messy right now. And I know there's, I think they're trying to keep everyone excited and engaged. And I know there's a lot of hype, but it's not perfect right now. But I do, like, I'm not a patient person. I'm really not a patient. Am I, Kerrie? I want everything yesterday. And I think most of us who are entrepreneurial are very ADHD. We want everything now. But I know I can either, I'm just trying to exercise patience with them, that I'm here at the beginning, and it will become clear and it will be perfect down the track. So I just say to people, you could be in now, and I know it's messy and a little bit confusing, but you can get your head around it now. And Josh has always said, just give me a month. Like, give me a month and it'll be perfect. People can join later. They're still going to have success later. But I was actually just sharing this story with Kerrie the other day, and I don't know, it's just come up to that maybe I should share it. Um, I remember going back to my first network marketing company, and I remember my upline. I met her once. I used to play a lot of poker when I first moved to the Gold Coast, and I didn't have kids. And I met her at poker. I added her on Facebook, and one day she put up that she was feeling amazing after this 10-day cleanse, and I was post baby, and she was saying about all this energy that she had. And I just like, I want what she's having. I just wanted the products. I wanted to lose the last bit of my baby weight. My husband didn't want to talk to me about it till I grabbed his credit card. I'm like, you didn't want to talk to me about it before. I'm buying this product. She did not tell me it was network marketing. She did not tell me that I could make money with it. And she always said to me, I don't know what I did with you. You just went off like a rocket. I literally got off that call. I Googled the company and I'm like, oh, if I share this with a few people, I can make $320. And I'm like, oh, I've got heaps of friends. Like I was in a mum's group. So I just started sharing it, right? And because she was on this massive power leg and she put me on her inside leg, I literally changed her life. Not to toot my own horn, but it takes, I was sharing this with Kerrie, and they always say in network marketing, one person can completely change your business and completely change your life. Um, what's wrong, darling? She's hungry. Yeah, take this for go get Eden. Can you just I'm just on a yeah. Sorry, this is my life. And this is what, the last 12 years, although it's not perfect and it's like messy, network marketing has allowed me to stay at home with my kids for the last 12 years. But my friend, she, there was points when I was very early, like I was very early in my personal development and my mindset. I used to get, I remember seeing her living her best life. She got to retire from teaching. She got to stay at home with her baby, all because she enrolled me, and it completely changed her life. And there was times where I got a little bit disgruntled that I was down here working my business so hard. Remember going back to working my Facebook group before there was automation, before there was ClickFunnels, before there was like I was literally doing 12-hour days on my laptop. Had 3 kids under 6, and I was working my butt off. And but I feel like we can put in the hard yards now, and we can find these people that are going to completely change our life. And our people are going to find people that are completely going to change their life. And this is a very different compensation plan to the one that I did back when I first started. That was a binary compensation plan. I don't know if anyone here's worked with a binary compensation plan. But I do think this is a lot more powerful, especially when we go into the strategy of this, and how we're going to teach you how to build a power leg. And if we really get together with this as a team and create that momentum with the power legs, each of you will have different power legs, you all have different inside legs. But if we can, you know, you get a power leg going in pre-launch, that's 40% of your business built. Yes, you still feed the power leg, but then you only really have to build 60% of your business. And over here, you still feed the power leg, but many of you feed it. So it's like many hands make light work. We might have a strategy one week that we need to feed the power leg because some of the people down the bottom of this power leg need people in their business too. So what do? You go, we're gonna feed the power leg this week. We're gonna go get a whole heap of enrollments. And you tell people, you follow up with people and you go, this has worked in another company that I was at. You go, we're just about to put 20 people in this leg, or it might even be 30, it might be 40, because we've all got one person that we're going to add to it. Would you like to jump in before them? It's really powerful to create some big momentum. We can do some really cool things with this comp plan. Anyway, I've spoken so much about that. I know we didn't want too much fluff. Um,
I just love your excitement, Hales. I love your
Sorry,
excitement and I love your
I'm sort of,
passion for comp plans.
thank you. And I'm sort of being interrupted by a 2-year-old behind me. Okay, so
Dates.
if anyone wants more training on comp plan, especially as it more comes to light, obviously it's very basic at the moment, but if anyone wants more training on the strategy, let me know in the comments. All right, conference. I know a few of us are interested in going to conference in the US. So there's a fair few of us that have become founders, and I just wanted to let you all know that we are in this for the long run. There's a few of us that we're not going anywhere. We are not going anywhere. So we just kind of wanted to let you guys know that this is a long-term build for us. So if you need us, we're going to be here to support you and your team. Um, I had seen that they were going to do one of the events at Porsche in the US at conference, and I was just saying to Kerrie, I have been joking to my kids that my midlife crisis car would be a Porsche. I'm not someone who's fancy with cars. Like I drive a Kia Carnival, and I'm like super happy. I love my Kia Carnival, but I've always joked I'm like if I had a luxury car, it'd probably be a Porsche. Like that's my midlife crisis thing. Anyway, so they're doing. I feel like they might do a car program. I don't know. I really don't know. But of course, I know Josh is a car guy, and you know how US, the US, they're a bit flashy with all that sort of stuff, right? They love to do that. Anyway, I said to Kerrie, that was my download. I think they're going to do a car thing. Um, Oh, okay. I last training, I touched on stories. Okay, story. Porsche is my dream car from Ashley. Okay, we'll have matching. We'll have matching ones.
Oh,
I'm actually at my brother's house today. My 12-year-old has a job to clean his apartment for pocket money. She loves it. 12 and loves cleaning. But there's a guy downstairs. He's got a Lamborghini. He's got a nice red Porsche, and as I come up today, he's got a Bentley parked there, and I'm like. I just come here and I'm just like, they're the goals. That's all of us. Amanda sounds like my 13-year-old. Um, okay, stories. So last training, I really want people to um, get into sharing stories of why you're doing this. I actually shared a few people's posts to my stories this morning. I want this, I really want to create a big team movement here. Like we want to lift everyone up. We want to lift all of you up. Talking about the comp plan, because it goes unlimited levels deep, it doesn't really, I don't have to, I really don't have to enroll any more people if I don't want to. I want to help all of you grow your business. So I'm going to put out a little bit of a challenge to everyone to get really good at using, you don't have to use AI if you don't want to. Kerrie and I use ChatGPT. She's like, is it female or male? I don't know. ChatGPT is like our therapist. Yesterday, as an example, I got off the call from the leadership call from Josh. I was really excited. I literally took my phone into ChatGPT and I went into my human design because I know Kylie's into human design. Georgette teaches human design. There's a few of us that are massively. So this has really helped my business and my post. And I've learned a lot about myself with my human design, maybe the last 6 months or so. And so I literally went into my ChatGPT, Hayley Human Design. I just spoke into it. I put the little recording button, I gave my, oh, now it's 11:11. 11:11, everyone. I feel like most of us were always talking about 11:11 or 111 every day. I literally shared my excitement in probably a 2-3 minute voice recording in ChatGPT. And then I'm like, based on my human design, can you please, in my tone, put that into a Facebook post for me? And then I took a selfie with my cat and my mountain of washing that I had to do. And I got so many leads from that. So I just want to encourage you all to stay plugged in, whether it's this call or, some of the corporate calls. Just plug in often, get that excitement, but then turn it into your own story. And then I want you to let us know. I don't know, maybe I should put a post in the group or something, or somewhere that we can share them, because then I would like the really good posts. I want to share them to my story so I can send leads to all of you. I don't know, that was my download this morning that I want to do. So let me know in the chat if you're up for doing that. All right. I'm going to update the Google Doc. I'm in the midst of doing that. At the very beginning, I had a Google Doc with all the, I've got the login details, community support, calls, all of that. I will update that. And I think I'll put it in the getting started pinned post as well. So everyone has that. What else have I got in my notes? Oh, we put up a bit of a poll in one of the chats that I've created. I've got a chat called Millionaires in the Making. I don't know, I created it within the last week, I think, just to start plugging in my personals. And then some of you have started adding your personals. We just want it to be a really high vibe chat. So if you're not in there and would like to be added, let us know and I'll add you in. So we put a poll up wanting to change the group name, but I said to Kerrie, I want to involve everyone. This is going to be our lead group. It's not the Hayley and Kerrie show. Okay.
I love involving everyone. I want everyone to have their input.
So we put in a poll about changing the group to Millionaires in the Making from Rich Fluence HQ. No one has picked Rich Fluence HQ. So does everyone like Millionaires in the Making? I feel like a lot of us are manifestors and what we're putting out into the universe and what we're trying to create. I feel like our Facebook group should reflect that. I don't know. If people are getting added to, Millionaires in the Making, does that feel good for everybody? Let me know in the chat. Because if not, if everyone loves it, we're gonna change the name today. Okay, and then so we've got the key dates that we should know. June 1, the Savings Pro officially launches in the back office. So that will be the 2nd for us. So we should wake up on the 2nd of June and the savings will be in there. So talking about conference, Kerrie and I have priced up what it would cost us to go to conference, flights, accommodation, everything like that. We're waiting to see what the Savings Pro has, because I think that would be really cool to talk to people about. Oh, we've priced this up, but now we've got it cheaper through our portal. This, I think, will be, if it's good, I haven't seen it. I don't know what it's like. It's supposed to have accommodation, airfares, events, all sorts of different things in there that people can use. So we'll see what it looks like. If it's really good, we'll be able to use that as a lead magnet. People can come in for free to Finance Pro and they'll be able to use that. So that'll be a huge lead magnet to help bring people in and then plug them into, and they'll see everything else that's going on. June 15, Pro Wellness goes live. So anyone who is in the US will get access to that and they get a month free. June 30, the Stream app reveal, which is exciting. And then we've got July 18th to the 20th. We've got the national conference, and that's the Pro Wireless launch. There's something else missing from there. Oh, yeah. And then between the 1st and the 4th of July, everyone will need to pay to lock in their spot. So all these key dates I've put on the pin post. They are all there. So this is where I want, help from all of you. If you see anything that should be on the pin post, we'll put it there. So then we've got we're doing our stories. All right, let's write this down. We're doing our attraction marketing. We're putting our stories out there. We're getting leads come in. Then we've got our Beacons store or our link to send to them with a message, really excited. Come on into our Facebook group. Then we're going to tag them in our pinned post. And this is just going to be a very duplicatable system that we can just bring people in. Then I ask you to start sharing your stories in the Facebook group. What are you getting out of this? You know, maybe you've jumped on a call and you had an aha moment of what this could do for you or your family or those around you. Amanda's got a really powerful story. I'm like, you need to be sharing a lot more of that. I don't know if you want to come on, Amanda, and share, because I feel like I've spoken so much. Um, and I don't want to be just speaking at people either. I want, like, this is for all of us.
Sorry,
Um,
I was looking up flights.
oh, were you?
Yes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think just quickly, because I don't want to take up too many people's time, a lot of people might know this already. And I quickly will like reverse. I lost my job in the mandates. Because I chose not to get vaccinated. And so for me, this is something that this is my only source of income. I don't ever want to have to go and work for someone else because I've always, I swear I've got PTSD from everything that happened. And I'm always very mindful that if we had a pandemic again, are they going to mandate again? And so I just don't ever want to be put in that position. But I know so many people that have now it's caused mental health issues. It's, you know, they've lost their businesses, and it's putting people into homelessness, especially with the way that the world is now. And that is something that I am super, super passionate about, is helping the homeless. I do an appeal every year, and a lot of the time I have to, you know, put money into it. And it's not that I don't want to put money into it, it's just I don't have the spare money when we're struggling to make ends meet ourselves. So that is something that I really can see myself in this business being able to pour money into helping the homeless. And, you know, my dream would be to open a homeless shelter. It's a big dream. I know that it would be in a very expensive one, but it's not an impossible dream. And I just truly believe that this I've been in a lot of network marketing companies, and I'm like, oh, this is going to be the one that helps me. And the reality is that everything that's in US dollars, Australia in particular, we struggle with. And then you've got shipping, and whereas there's no shipping involved. We don't have to wait 2 weeks for our products. This is something that everyone uses. And I think with the pandemic, the one thing that kept people in like sane, it kept people entertained, it kept people you know, going out of their mind, was the fact that they had TV and they could watch you know, Netflix or whatever. So subscription TV is something that people aren't going to go without. They're not going to go without their mobile phones, because that is the only way that we can communicate. And same with healthcare. Like the vision of this is huge. And you talked about founder shares. I've sacrificed a lot to be able to purchase a founder share, because I truly, truly believe in this. And I truly believe that this is actually what's going to save people and help people get out of the situation they're in. So that's kind of long-winded, but yeah, I think this is really what's going to help people. And this is my opportunity to be able to give back and really, really make a difference in the lives of those that are living on the street. So that's kind of, yeah, a little bit about me.
Oh, thank you, Amanda. I love that. Amanda just shared that with me just before we got on the call,
So
and
beautiful.
she made me cry.
She
It's
made me
beautiful.
cry too.
It's
Beautiful words,
beautiful.
Amanda.
Um, so like I've spoken in-depth conversations with, I mean, I know not everyone's on this call today. We will send out the recording. Um, but you know, there are a lot of people out there and in this business that have come to me, people that you wouldn't know are struggling. And they are. Like, it's like, whoa, you know, we see the highlight reel on Facebook. We really do. Um, you know, I feel like, you know, I always say people need a bit of an olive branch. It's like, you know, we've found a whole heap of beautiful people. It's like, come with us. Come with us. We're doing this. You know, we can really leverage this, create beautiful friendships. I mean, network marketing, at the end of the day, this is about creating beautiful friendships. You know, people will join you, through the know, like, and trust. And I just always had a bit like, to touch on what you said, Amanda, like I've done different network marketing companies before. And yeah, you think this is the thing. You think this is the thing, you know. And sometimes it just always doesn't always work out. But I do feel like there's something with this one that is smart. Um, there are a lot of network marketing companies out there struggling currently. And there are leaders that are looking for a new place because, their product, as much as the product is amazing, my house is filled with network marketing products. I love this is not to diss on them at all, because yeah, I've used some really great products over the years. But this is digital, and I think that is important that it is a digital product, because that's where times are moving. So we can capitalize on the digital, there is no shipping or anything like that. I think some network marketing companies with their products are struggling to stand out in the market, when you can buy, it from the store locally. So, does anyone else want to share a story, or have anything else that they want to share while they're on here, or have any questions? What is the time? We've been on here nearly an hour. I just want to respect everyone's time. Has this helped, this call? We really wanted this call to help everyone connect in, and yeah, just, as I've said, a lot of the calls are US based, but we wanted to say, hey, we are here, and we just wanted to, I don't know, you all to get to know each other and us, and to let you know that we're going to be here.
Absolutely, we're going to be here. And I'm
So
just going to
helpful.
say, if you I just had this idea, Hayley. If anyone's interested in going to the conference, why don't we create a chat, and that way we can chat to Amanda's husband about flights, check out the new app, and just help each other so we can travel together, stay together. Yeah, do what or not. But yeah, just because if there's people traveling on their own, I'd like them to know that we are organizing something if they'd like to not travel on their own. So that's my 5 cents worth.
I love it. Georgette said there's something about this opportunity that's completely different. My, is, how do I say that? Is splenic? Do you know why I'm butchering that? Projector vibe is going nuts
Yeah,
over
it's
this.
splenic.
Haha, splenic. Okay. Well, does everyone know their human design? I'd like to know everyone's human design. I'm a manifester. Kerrie is a Manny Gen.
Manifest generator, yes.
So Kerrie and I, just for fun, Kerrie and I, and I've done this with a few of my kids as well. We have actually put into ChatGPT and asked Chat how we actually work together as business partners. And I tell you what, it's so spot on. It is just wild. Oh, Amanda, you're a generator.
It
There
has
you go.
changed the way we work together. And I don't know, like I'll say to Hayley, put the phone down, go and have some playtime, go play. And then Hayley will do the same to me. And there's no guilt. It's like, oh, yeah, because you need processing time. You need all of this to be filed out. And oh, it's just so cool. I love it.
Like I've learned so much about my daughter. I think one of them is a projector. Is
Projector.
it
Yeah.
projector that I need to give her the invitation? Need the invitation? Kylie or Georgette will know this one. But yeah, so I've noticed with her sometimes she feels like a little bit left out. She'd probably kill me if she knew I was sharing this. But sometimes because I've got two manifestors in my family, two manifesting generators, a projector and a generator, I think. And, so with yeah, anyway, I always say to her, like, just ask, like, just ask. Like, if you feel like you're left out of a situation, and every time she does put herself out there to ask, it like blows up in her face. And since I've realized that she's waiting for the invitation to be included, like, I now that I know that about her, it completely changes her day. Like, I'll be like, Lara, you want to come do this with us? And she's like, oh, and it's like, I don't know, as a parent, figuring out how we work based on, like, work together based on our human design. I don't know, it's completely changed how I view my family even, and I don't know. It's really fascinating. So maybe some of the girls, maybe Kylie and Georgette can do a human design special call for us if yous are up for it at some point. I know Kylie's learning. She's in the midst of study and stuff at the moment, so but that would be really fun. All right. All right, Judy, that's okay. Ida, yes, I'd be interested in that. Okay, cool. Well, if there's, is there any more questions? Otherwise, we'll wrap it up. No, sorry, at work can't look. That's okay. I'm just having a look at some of the questions. Virtual, yeah, conference, I think is going to be virtual. Georgia, happy to run a HD training. Okay, awesome. Important 4 arrow variables are I have done family lineage relationships, and this is fad. Oh, we need to talk about that, Ophelia. All right, cool. Well, I just want you all to know the last thing to put this out. If you find, like, please come to us if you want to, we all have different skills here to bring to the table. And maybe you've been in another network marketing company and you've seen something that's really worked with helping support the team or assist or anything like that. Please, as we're in this build phase, if we can all work together on it. And I'm super open to like, not criticism, but just like, come to me. It's like I'll just be like, oh, that's great. I'll add it. I'll add it. So I'm always open to taking on suggestions of how we can do things better. Because we're all, like, I'm all about ease and flow. Kerry's all about ease and flow. Like, we just need it flowing. Otherwise, if we feel like for me, I know I need certainty. Like, I operate with certainty. If I don't have that, I find it hard to get into flow. So
Absolutely.
I just want to end the call with, slow down to go fast. Once you've got your head around everything and how you're talking about it and how you're bringing people in and nurturing them, sometimes it takes a little bit to get in flow. Like, I've been doing this for 12 years, and sometimes, ooh, it feels a bit clunky, If you feel like you're putting posts out there and it's not working, or people aren't responding well, it can be hard to keep going. I even get that after doing this for 12 years. But then once I guess, you're dialing your messaging and you're posting and what you're doing, and people start responding, then you're like, boom, I'm in flow, and it feels good, right? When people are starting to say yes. So I just want you to know sometimes there's that, oh, this doesn't feel good in the beginning, and that's okay because you're learning it. But there will be a point where you'll get into flow and people will be responding in a positive way, and you'll be building your team, and it'll be fun. Okay. Amanda.
We're all about the
Message
fun.
Oh, I love that, Amanda. I've messaged prospects and said that this opportunity will change your JOB, joyless, overworked, broke status. I made it up and it's been well received. I love that. I'm gonna wait, I need to screenshot that.
I'm like copying it. That's so cool. I
I've
want to
just
put that on
screenshot
my
that.
vision board.
All right, if anyone wants to turn on their camera, we should I know everyone, we should have taken a photo at the beginning, but I don't even know how
Yep.
many people we had on here at the beginning. But if anyone wants to turn on their camera and we'll take a photo. All right. Everyone smile. 1, 2, 3. I hate my smile. I love it. I
You're
took a screenshot.
beautiful,
We'll put it
Hayley.
in. All right. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for jumping on this call. I'll put the replay somewhere. We'll change the group name. I really want that group. Yes, we'll put stuff in there about, I keep saying Stream Pro. It's not Stream Pro, about Finance Pro and what we're doing. But I want to be, everyone to be sharing their story and posting the vision and what this means for you. So when you add people in there, they're seeing this. They're like, oh my gosh, what am I a part of? It's more than just the company. This is bigger than the company. It's bigger than the products. It's the people that we're bringing in. And I really want to just let people see that. It's like a friend of mine shared recently that we're talking about comp plans, and there was a network marketing team that did this really, really well with the Matrix comp plan, and they did host a lot of in-person events to build that business. And she said people would come to those events. People didn't care what the product was. They just wanted to be surrounded by the people in that business. They wanted to be partnered with the people in their room because they were positive, they were go-getters, they wanted a different life for themselves. So I just really want to leave you with that. That's what we want to create. We want to create that culture in here. So we've all got, such diverse backgrounds, and where this is going to be global. It's going to be global, and I just, we want to be traveling the world with our bestest friends. It's going to be like, okay, yeah, we're going to this conference in the US. Let's make it happen. Think about in 12 months' time. Oh, maybe we just go, I don't know, Fiji, Hawaii, I don't know, somewhere for a holiday. And we can because all our friends are financially free. That's been my goal for so long, right?
I'm with
So
you on that. That's my goal. Just want to be able to ring you all up and say, let's go.
yeah, well, Kerrie and I were having a chat about it the other day that she never packs her suitcase away. It's always half packed. It's always
I
half
love an
packed.
adventure. Love it. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you, Hayley. Thank you for everything that you've brought to the table today. Absolutely love your energy around this, and I love how much you've I don't know, cleared up so much for me, and I hope you guys feel the same as well. So I just want to give you guys a big hug and say thank you for being here right now because this is a very exciting time. If you have any questions, reach out to us. We are here to help you, support you because we are millionaires in the making. Mwah. Big love.
Thanks, Kerrie. That was beautiful. Love you all. Bye.